Vivek Ramaswamy defiantly and courageously wants to end the H-1B visa program, which his companies use 29 times to hire people. And he is against George Soros-funded scholarships, which he received when he was in college. Wait a second. Is it another story of Republican hypocrisy? Yes, indeed it is. Politico reports, this is so good. Ramaswamy wants to end the H-1B visa program that he used 29 times. GOP candidate Vivek Ramaswamy has vowed to gut the system for H-1B temporary worker visas if he wins the White House. Oh, all right. Well, that's policy. I mean, we like policy. However, Politico writes it's the very system he used in the past to hire high-skilled foreign workers for the pharma company that built much of his wealth. What happened to hire domestically? What happened to this is a bad visa program? From 2018 to 2023, Immigration Services approved 29 applications for his former company, Roivant Sciences, to hire employees under H-1B visas, which allows U.S. companies to employ foreign workers in tech and other specialized jobs. Yet the H-1B system is bad for everyone involved. Ramaswamy stepped down in February of 2021, but remained the chair of the company's board of directors until February. So he was involved either directly or through the board up until just a few months ago. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Well, here's some more doublespeak from Vivek Ramaswamy. He's against identity politics, and he's against George Soros-funded scholarships for minority students, except he received one of those very scholarships. This is from Mehdi Hassan's interview with Vivek last week or the week before. Check this out.
You say you are anti-identity politics, anti-affirmative action in a party that hates the Soros name, yet you accepted a Paul and Daisy Soros scholarship at law school that was specifically set up for the children of immigrants. It was an affirmative action scholarship, and your defense
identity politics
for that is that you didn't have the money to pay for law school, even though you'd already made over $1 million at the time and made another $2 million.
My defense of that is somebody gives you a merit scholarship at the age of 24, you take it. At the age of 24, somebody gives you a merit scholarship, you take it.
Even if it's blood money. If you need the money, you take the money.
I didn't say I didn't have the money. I said at a time when I had a lot less money than now, $50,000
you said
was
exactly,
still
I
useful
didn't have the money
to
Vivek.
me.
You keep forgetting your quote. You said, when I didn't have the money.
So Mehdi, I've made this really easy for everybody. And I did this in the early weeks of the campaign. I released 20 years of tax returns.
Yes, you did.
Something that no presidential candidate.
Notice that this is a redirection. He is not being criticized for hiding his finances or not releasing his tax returns. The criticism is he's against identity politics, against Soros-funded scholarships, and against the combination of the two, yet he gladly accepted such a scholarship. It's not about his tax returns.
Let alone somebody who's successful in business has done. I challenge Democrats and Republicans alike, including the Biden family, to do it.
And
you know what? I released it so that you could look at them, so we can have an honest conversation.
I appreciate that.
The funny thing I've learned,
I do appreciate that. It's something Trump should learn from you.
I think that transparency is important.
So
it's already open and everybody can see it.
Exactly. We have 2009.
But the fact of the matter is,
and now what Vivek is doing is trying to simply talk over Mehdi so that Mehdi can't clearly present the evidence.
You know what I would advise every 24-year-old should take $50,000.
And 2010, you made $750,000. You had the money to pay for law school. You didn't need a Soros affirmative action scholarship that you now criticize.
I mean, none of this is worthy, but if you think it is, let's get to the detail. That was actually the first big piece of money.
You say you're anti-affirmative action. You took a scholarship for immigrants.
I'm anti-affirmative action.
So why'd you take a scholarship for the children of immigrants?
Which falsehood would you like me to address? The financial one or the one about my views on affirmative action? Because I can go in whichever order you'd like.
On
the financial piece of it. Not at the time that I had applied for the scholarship that fall.
Yes, you did.
That December.
Yes, you did, Vivek. This is awkward for you because you did. I've got the tax returns in front of my face.
No, it's not awkward for you. Yes, on December 31st, when the application for the scholarship was that October. Mehdi, you're wasting your time on childish details in October.
Details. I'm against affirmative action scholarships, and I took one. Mehdi, this is a detail. You're sandbagging me. People don't care about this. Now, let me tell you what the theme is in both of these situations. There's lots of stuff Vivek Ramaswamy is against, except if he or his companies benefit from it. Full stop, end of story. You need go no further. Really nice job by Mehdi Hassan. Check out the entire interview. I do look forward to seeing what the dynamic will be at the next Republican presidential debate. I believe it's on the 27th of this month. Yeah, Wednesday, which I plan to be live for once again, if I'm allowed. I want to see whether he is the subject of more attacks at the next debate, or whether the other candidates are also just annoyed with him and they'll just ignore him. It'll be a very interesting thing to see.